to help harvest this vast expanse of vegetable plants and fruit trees. Excited and organized, the men and women come through the field meticulously selecting the ripe vegetables, which are then packed into baskets and sacks for storage under the supervision of farm managers. The Green Youths have been one of the most ardent supporters of President Jammeh's Back to the Land call, and for them, such harvesting exercises are routine and normal. Mahmoud Keda, the head of this team of volunteers, argued that as Gambians, we should all work hard to develop our country. Keda was extremely grateful to the farm manager, Major Sidi Balde, for supporting the youths. The president's home village of Kalilai has not only established itself as a major center of agricultural production, but it's also becoming a fast and experimental hub for exotic varieties of crops, such as grapes, strawberry, and pineapple, which many believe cannot do well in tropical climates like the Gambia. But evidence has shown here that these crops are doing extremely well.
The president, we all know him. He's a man of action, and he believes in practicals. And then many times people will say, the white man will say, these things will not be good for tropical Africa. But in reality, when you come and implement it, when you try it here, it works very well. Example like the pineapples. And then this time around, he has gone in for a bigger thing, that is the grapes.
This success is attributed to President Jammeh's practical and hands-on approach to agriculture, as opposed to the theoretical, with emphasis on experiments followed by large-scale production. According to Wali Senghor, an official of the Kanilai farms, they have taken aggressive steps to increase hectareage by expanding access to water through an extensive network of pipes and sprinklers. This fits into the KFF's long-term strategy to ensure food sustainability in the Gambia.
This is what we are up to. We are making sure that we want to make sure that the market, we boost the market with every type of cereal, every type of crop you think of. That is what we are up to. And I will not disclose or I will not say when are we going to readily produce or send this thing to the market.
For that 5 years is too much.
That will be 5 years will be too much. As I said, 5 years for us is too much. You are targeting for 5 years. We are targeting half of 5.
Farm managers are now eyeing the ongoing GCCI organized trade fair at the Independence Stadium, where they intend to set up shop to sell their produce.
We want to assure the people that we will do our utmost best to boost the trade fair. We've given directives, and we are going to work on the directives up to the letter. And then we're going to boost the trade fair. We're going to sell vegetables, anything that we have in Kanilai farms, we're going to make sure that we're going to make it available, ranging from animals, different species of birds. We'll be sending them to that very particular area, that is the Independence Stadium, to show out to the world that His Excellency President is not relenting. His effort, his vision, we want to make sure he wants everybody to be food self-sufficient.
In fact, we were informed just yesterday around 7 o'clock. Like Balde said, we are always prepared. The animals, vegetables, cereals, everything will be displayed in our store.
GRTS.
Buying potable water for domestic use is now a thing of the past in the Central River Region settlement of Ndowen, following the commissioning of a multi-million-dollar water project by Mas Aksegay, Minister of Fisheries and Water Resources. GRTS's Babuka Kamara recounts the trouble the villagers had to go through to get enough water.
Honored with the privileges of a fulfilling president with an honor of a lifetime achievement, these teeming villages of Ndawen in the Central River region welcome a joyous moment, pervading them accessible clean water supply in decades.
The president always says that every 3 months there is something coming up for Gambians to see. And you will observe that during the course of the 49th anniversary, there have been a lot of activities that are going on. It was not only merriment and fanfare going here and there. These are part of the activities of the projects that have been completed during the course. And we are happy that all of them have been inaugurated and handed over to the owners.
Ndawen is one of the areas where really water was a big challenge. The total of this borehole is 64 meters, and as you have seen in the demonstration, they used to have this pulley which is pulled by this, and they were having problems of water going to Senegal and fetching water throughout the day and night. And you have also seen that the animals are also benefiting. So this is going to go a long way in improving their livelihood. The women who spend almost 18 out of the 24 hours to fetch water now would spare that time and spend it on other productive uses.
They are the lasting generations behind with continuous entrenchment to poverty, as attested under the farm watch of Governor Gagny Touré, revealed instances where water was bought by these villagers in Kermandawen in Senegal. Varying but similar testimonies in recounting these problems whispers prominence for their fair share of the multi-million-dollar project.
We are working in 12 countries in West Africa. Our activities in hydraulics, the Gambia represents around 15% of our activities. That is very wide part among 12 countries. And we are very glad to participate to this fight that is water in rural areas. And we hope that we can continue with the government to do this job.
Providing solar powered system will help the communities to have improved water supply systems, that is potable sources. Most of these communities were using the open wells, and they lack and it affected the health of the communities, the children and the girls as well, because of the lack of appropriate water facilities. This will reduce the cost in terms of government expenditure, in terms of health wise, as well as girls will be also, they'll have more time, spend less time fetching water and then go to school. So basically providing this kind of system is very good in terms of development.
Ndawen, now armed with its prerequisite to sustainable development, survived by their hope in the Jammeh administration and will of sovereignty. Their cattle now enjoys a breeze of fresh water supply, relieving men of good intent from the harassment of stormy weathers with their sweat pounding at the wells.
It's good to know that, talking about the Millennium Development Goals, which water is part of it, good, healthy and potable drinking water for your population. I think by 2015, this is one of the goals that Gambia will really achieve, because as I'm talking to you, we are almost 85% up.
Babakar Kamara, Grts.
Well, we will be back with news from outside the Gambia after this break.
Internet service is the Gambia's fastest and cheapest 4G fixed wireless internet. With QCell's 4G, you can access the internet at unbeatable speeds on your laptop or desktop computer. You can also use your mobile or tablet to browse the internet via Wi-Fi. QCell's 4G internet can keep you connected either in your home or in your office. For a limited time, get 50% off regular equipment and 100% off corporate equipment, as well as free installation and free QCell credit. For more information, call 333-3253 or 333-3104. QCell 4G internet, fast, affordable and reliable. QCell, SUNY Bus, the Gambia's quality network.
Welcome back. Egypt's defense minister and mastermind of the coup that toppled former President Mohamed Morsi has hinted at the possibility of contesting the fast-approaching presidential election. Field Marshal Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, who was addressing graduating soldiers, said any individual who loves his country and his people could not turn his back on them in the face of such a strong cold. We have more in the CFI report.
Egypt's Minister for Defense raised the question of his prospective candidacy at a graduation ceremony at the military academy in Cairo. According to Field Marshal Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, he will not turn his back on calls by the majority of Egyptians.
Don't think for a second that someone who truly loves his country and truly loves Egyptians could ever turn his back on them in the face of such a strong call. Nobody could do this. Nobody.
The chief of Egypt's armed forces led the overthrow of President Morsi last July. Now he is an upcoming presidential candidate.
This is the first time since Gamal Abdel Nasser that the Egyptian people agree on one personality.